That's the best way I can describe wearing these. It's like going from wearing a normal pair of swimming trunks to wearing something where all of a sudden it makes you feel fast. It makes everything feel easier. And you're just sitting almost on top of the water rather than trying to swim through it. You're kind of swimming over it. So it's quite a strange feeling, but it's something that definitely helps when you're racing.
So they just maxed it before. This is the size of the master. They now managed to do it so that they can much. I did find. Oh no, I didn't notice you guys. Oh no, I saw you then. That was actually quite reassuring because I kind of saw you now when things were okay. And then. They've gone to get some props to scatter on the table.
You've got someone from all the shades.
Yeah, and they're going to show us, they showed us how to do the different rosters placements, but it's nice because it's quite fast, and we also have a different workflow where you can have exhibitions that you can't work as well as straight dances. So yeah.
Can you show some of the images from the report?
Yeah.
And essentially what water repellency does and why it's so important is it does just help the water to flow as smoothly as possibly over the athlete. It makes them as smooth a shape as possible going through the water, and that's what helps to make them fast. It also stops the suit itself from absorbing any water that doesn't need to, and the athletes always talk about wanting to feel as light as possible. So, you know, the less water that we can absorb, the lighter the suit is and the lighter the athlete feels in the water too. So here we have our first ever Fastskin suit from 2000. We then have our 2004 Evolution and our 2008 suit. That was the one that got banned after the Beijing Olympics. We then went into our Laser Elite series, and then here in front of me is where we are today. So we have the Intense suit, which you can see here with the men with his jammer, and then the ladies suit here, and then we also have the Valor suit here.
Here they're using a high-performance fibre to make it even more compressive, which is exciting, and they can vary the levels of compression as well.
Which is really cool. So we'll be able to get footage like 100 watts so we can kind of piece that all together to make it good form. They're doing one
position, or we can change up the speed at which the water is flowing around the material. Submerged in the fluid, and we've got the velocity, magnitude and static pressure, a snapshot of their swim. And here is the output of some computational fluid dynamics which has been computed. So we've got the velocity, magnitude around the swimmer, as well as the static pressure which the water is exerting on them as they're swimming. So it's exactly the same concept as a wind tunnel, but we can change the parameters so we get effectively what it would be in water. And what we actually look to do is kind of get physical scans of athletes that we can then feed into this software, so it's a really accurate representation of what it would be like when they're swimming and when they're in the water with our suits on.
We have a really good relationship with World Aquatics, and we work very closely with them to make sure that our suits are within regulation. I mean, of course, we're always trying to push the boundaries, so it's that fine balance of trying to find new ways to innovate whilst also working with World Aquatics to make sure that we're not doing anything that compromises the integrity of the sport, essentially.
And for me, I'm a big mental swimmer, and so if I believe that what I'm wearing is doing something special, then it will help me perform well. Ultimately, I feel like most of the technology in tech suits, it does ultimately have to do with what's up here. Yes, it does support my body and it makes me feel fast and compressed, and I think it slips through the water really well, but I love the way that they marketed the suit and the way that they marketed the space dust, and compared it to astronauts in space, and they did a really good job of making the new suit seem very exciting and getting people excited to race in it. And so because of that, I feel like it's helped me feel faster when I wear it. Is it unfair or not? I mean, yeah, I wear Speedo because I think it's the best and I think it's the fastest suit. I always go my fastest when I wear Speedo. I'm the most comfortable in it. So yeah, I always feel like I'm at an advantage, but someone wearing a different brand next to me might feel like they have an advantage. Who knows? But I guess it's all about what you feel most mentally, prepared in and confident in, and that's how I feel. I feel great. I feel really excited and confident. I was dealing with some sicknesses in the winter, but I've recovered from that, and I've been training really well for a very long time. And so I feel like I've been very consistent, and I just feel really ready to go.